Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the hidden dangers of gluten and how it can affect your health. You know, for years I felt sluggish, bloated, just not my best. I went from doctor to doctor, tried all sorts of diets, but nothing seemed to work. It was incredibly frustrating and frankly, scary not knowing what was wrong. That's when I started to suspect gluten might be the culprit. Stay tuned to learn more about gluten's impact and hear my personal journey to better health. So let's start with the big one, celiac disease. This isn't just a minor inconvenience or a trendy diet choice. It's a serious health condition that affects millions of people worldwide. Now, this is a serious autoimmune disorder. When someone with celiac disease consumes gluten, their immune system goes into overdrive. But instead of attacking harmful invaders like bacteria or viruses, it mistakenly targets the small intestine. We're talking about your body literally attacking itself when you eat gluten. This immune response leads to inflammation and damage to the lining of the small intestine, which is crucial for nutrient absorption. See, gluten triggers an immune response that damages the small intestine, and that's a big deal. The villi, tiny hair-like structures in the intestine that absorb nutrients, get flattened and damaged. Why? Because your small intestine is where your body absorbs nutrients. When the villi are damaged, your body can't absorb essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and other vital components from the food you eat. Damage that and you're looking at malnutrition, no matter how much you eat. This can lead to a host of other health problems including weight loss, anemia, and even osteoporosis. We're talking fatigue that just won't quit, digestive problems that'll have you running to the bathroom, and even long-term complications like osteoporosis, brittle bones, and even neurological disorders. The impact on quality of life can be profound. Now, if you suspect celiac disease, you need to see a doctor, get tested. The diagnosis usually involves blood tests and sometimes a biopsy of the small intestine to confirm the damage. And if it comes back positive, a strict, lifelong gluten-free diet is non-negotiable. This means avoiding all foods that contain wheat, barley, and rye. It's a significant lifestyle change, but it's the only way to manage the disease and prevent further damage to your intestines. Fortunately, there are many resources available to help you adjust to a gluten-free lifestyle. Support groups, dietitians, and a growing market of gluten-free products can make the transition easier. Remember, managing celiac disease is a lifelong commitment, but with the right support and information, you can lead a healthy, fulfilling life. Okay, now things get a little trickier. Non-celiac gluten sensitivity, or NCGS, is like celiac disease's frustrating cousin. You get the same kind of symptoms, digestive issues, fatigue, headaches, brain fog, you name it. But here's the catch. There's no clear-cut test for it. That's right, no blood test, no biopsy, nothing definitive. So, diagnosing NCGS is a real challenge. It often involves ruling out other conditions and then trying a gluten-free diet to see if symptoms improve. It's a process of elimination, and it can be really frustrating for people who are suffering. Now, let's not confuse gluten sensitivity with a wheat allergy. Gluten sensitivity, often referred to as non-celiac gluten sensitivity, is a condition where individuals experience symptoms similar to those of celiac disease after consuming gluten, but without the autoimmune response or intestinal damage seen in celiac disease. Symptoms can include bloating, diarrhea, and abdominal pain, but they can also extend to headaches, fatigue, and joint pain. It's a bit of a mystery, as the exact cause isn't well understood, and it can be challenging to diagnose because it shares symptoms with other conditions. While gluten is a protein found in wheat, a wheat allergy is a reaction to other proteins in wheat as well. This means that someone with a wheat allergy might react to any part of the wheat grain, not just the gluten. Wheat allergies are more common in children, but they can also affect adults. The immune system mistakenly identifies proteins in wheat as harmful, triggering an allergic reaction. This can happen within minutes to hours after consuming wheat. We're talking symptoms ranging from mild, like a rash or hives, to severe, life-threatening anaphylaxis. Mild symptoms might include itching, swelling, or gastrointestinal issues, while severe reactions can lead to anaphylaxis, a condition that requires immediate medical attention. Anaphylaxis can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure, difficulty breathing, and even loss of consciousness. It's crucial for individuals with a wheat allergy to carry an epinephrine autoinjector and know how to use it. Think difficulty breathing, swelling, the whole 9 yards. Swelling can occur in the lips, tongue, or throat, which can obstruct the airway and make it hard to breathe. In severe cases, the reaction can be so intense that it becomes life-threatening, requiring immediate intervention by paramedics or emergency medical services. It's a serious condition that shouldn't be taken lightly. If you have a wheat allergy, you have to be super careful, read every label, and avoid wheat in all forms. This means scrutinizing ingredient lists on packaged foods, asking about food preparation methods in restaurants, and being aware of cross-contamination risks. Wheat can be found in many unexpected places such as sauces, soups, and even some medications. It's a constant vigilance to ensure that no wheat sneaks into your diet. The good news is, you might be able to tolerate gluten from other sources like barley or rye. These grains contain gluten but different proteins than those found in wheat, which might not trigger the same allergic response. However, this varies from person to person, and some individuals with a wheat allergy might also react to barley or rye. It's essential to know your own body's reactions and consult with a healthcare professional. But again, talk to your doctor, get tested, and be safe. A healthcare professional can provide guidance on managing your condition, recommend appropriate tests to confirm a diagnosis, and help you develop a plan to avoid allergens. Regular checkups and open communication with your doctor are key to maintaining your health and well-being. Remember, managing a wheat allergy or gluten sensitivity is a journey, and you're not alone in it. Irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, is another condition where gluten seems to rear its ugly head. Now, gluten doesn't cause IBS, but for many people with IBS, gluten-containing foods can make their symptoms much worse. We're talking bloating, diarrhea, constipation, the works. That's why many people with IBS find relief on a low FODMAP diet, which often means cutting out gluten. Again, it's all about listening to your body. If you notice your IBS symptoms flaring up after eating gluten, it might be worth eliminating it to see if it makes a difference. This one's a bit rarer, but it's important to know about. Gluten ataxia is a neurological condition where the body's immune system attacks the brain, specifically the cerebellum, in response to gluten. This can lead to ataxia, which is a loss of coordination and balance. We're talking difficulty walking, problems with fine motor skills, even slurred speech. It's most commonly seen in people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. And the scary part is, it can sometimes be the first noticeable symptom. Early diagnosis and treatment are crucial to prevent permanent neurological damage. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Evidence indicates that gluten can contribute to inflammation throughout the body. And why is that important? Because chronic inflammation is a key player in many autoimmune diseases like Hashimoto's thyroiditis and rheumatoid arthritis. Now, the research is still ongoing, but some studies have shown that a gluten-free diet can help reduce inflammation and even improve symptoms in some people with autoimmune conditions. It's definitely an area where more research is needed, but it's a promising avenue for managing these complex diseases. Have you heard of leaky gut syndrome? It's a term that's been gaining a lot of attention lately, especially in the world of holistic and functional medicine. But what exactly is it, and why should you care? It's a condition where the lining of your gut becomes more permeable than it should be. Imagine your gut lining as a finely woven fabric. Normally, it acts as a barrier, allowing only specific, beneficial substances to pass through into your bloodstream. Think of it like a net with holes in it. When the net is intact, it catches the fish, but lets the water flow through. However, if the net develops holes, it starts letting through things it shouldn't. Now, when this happens, things that shouldn't be crossing into your bloodstream, toxins, bacteria, and other harmful substances, can slip through those holes. This can trigger a cascade of health issues, from inflammation to autoimmune diseases. Undigested food particles can also make their way into your bloodstream. And guess what? Your immune system sees these particles as foreign invaders and mounts an attack against them, leading to chronic inflammation and other health problems. Experts believe gluten can contribute to this leakiness. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. For some people, consuming gluten can cause the gut lining to become more permeable, exacerbating the problem. Dr. Stephen Gundry, a renowned cardiac surgeon, has done extensive research on leaky gut and its connection to various health problems. He has written several books and papers on the subject, highlighting the potential dangers of gluten and other dietary factors. He believes that gluten is a major culprit in damaging the gut lining. According to Dr. Gundry, when the gut lining is compromised, it can lead to a host of issues, including digestive problems, skin conditions, and even mental health disorders. Now, leaky gut is still a bit controversial in conventional medicine. Some doctors are skeptical about its existence and its role in various health conditions. However, the tide is slowly turning as more research emerges. There's a growing body of evidence supporting its existence and its impact on our health. Studies are beginning to show that a compromised gut lining can indeed lead to systemic inflammation and other health issues. So, while the debate continues, it's worth paying attention to what you eat and how it might be affecting your gut health. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips and information. Remember, this video is for informational purposes only and not intended as medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your diet or health regimen. Take control of your health today.